Hey there, Drew here, and welcome back to the Drew Saur coaching channel. If this is your first time here, thanks for joining us. This channel is for those of us who want to have stellar careers with a little less stress and, if we can, a bit more fun. My job is to bring you those ideas that'll help you approach your career in a new way. I promise that if you try these out, you'll start to see the professional world differently. And more importantly, they'll start to see you differently. So this video is part of my series on execution and problem resolution, which is the last of the 6 focus areas that I think are particularly critical to have the career that you want. So why? Because life is unpredictable and things come up. And so the question we're trying to answer is, can I resolve the inevitable challenges that arise? And what I want to do in today's video is just share a very high-level concept that you can use to think about, am I approaching this problem in the right way? And the idea is there are 2 classes of problems. There are complicated problems and there are complex problems. And I'll explain what the difference is in a moment. So this is an idea that I first read about in the book Team of Teams by General Stanley McChrystal. And I think it's a very effective way to take a high-level look at the projects, challenges, problems that you're dealing with. And let me define the 2 terms. So complicated effectively means deterministic, there is a solution. So the typical example here is a mechanical watch. If you've ever seen the inside of a mechanical watch, there are tons of gears and levers and rods and all sorts of stuff. It's very, very complicated, but it's deterministic. There is a specific way it's supposed to work. So if I have a watch, it's broken. Honestly, I could not fix it. I do not know anything about watch mechanics, but I could take it to a watch repair person and they could basically replace the gear, fix the piece of machinery that's not working, give it back to me, and it will work as designed. That is a complicated problem. If you work hard enough, there is a solution. On the other side is complex problems. Complex problems do not have definitive solutions, right? And one example here is the game of pool, billiards, right? You have the pool cue, you hit a ball, and that ball hits a series of other balls. And if you take the break, which is where you start, right, you break up those balls, where are they going to go? It turns out it's a complex problem because there are just too many variables. You need to think about temperature and the table it's on and the exact angle of the stick. And there's just too many different variables for us, at least with current technology, to predict what is going to happen. There is no answer. If there is no answer, it is a complex problem. So why is this useful? Right? We can ask the question of, well, what happens if we don't use this concept? The most common thing that would happen is you're taking a complex problem where there's no actual answer, and you're approaching it as if it was a complicated question with an answer. Right? Complex means you have to guess on what you think the most probable outcome is, and you're ultimately taking a chance. And you need to recognize that's the way it is. Almost anything that deals with people tends to be in this complex side of things, versus complicated, where if you just work hard enough, you can find an answer. So as you can imagine, what happens when you take that complicated, if I just work hard enough, in a complex domain? You're just going to keep working and working and working because you're never going to get to the answer because it doesn't exist. So that's the idea. So an exercise to try this out is simply go through your own list of projects, activities, challenges, and figure out, is it a complicated problem where if I just work hard enough there's an answer, or is it a complex one where I'm never going to get the answer, I just have to make my best guess as to what I should do next. And what you're looking for is mismatches. And again, typically it'll be a complex problem, no answer, that you're spending a lot of time trying to find the answer. If you find a mismatch, try the other strategy. And hopefully you'll find that it makes it a more effective solution approach by putting it in the right category. So that's the exercise. Try it out and let me know how it goes in the comments below. Remember, the goal is to do all this with a little less stress and a little more fun. Remember that it's your career, so you might as well enjoy it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and check out the other videos on the channel. And whenever you're ready to make a significant change in your career, remember that it helps to have a partner. You can rope in a friend, or you can hire a coach. And if you'd like to consider working with me, you can always go to drewsaur.com and set up some time for us to talk. I'll see you next time.